Hello, everyone. Hi. I'm a little bit later than I usually am, and a completely different day as well. Yeah. So I was meant to go live yesterday, but I had quite a busy week this week, so it wasn't gonna happen. I feel like my hair's just everywhere today. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing the card that we got for the week. It came up for the 4th of the 6th, 2023. So yes, that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm Hem. I'm the Angel Connector, and I'm from the Self-Love Self-Care System, and I do readings, and I connect into angels. Sorry, I'm mucking around with the computer because it's doing something funny. There we go. Yeah, I do readings, and I do angel cards for people, and I bring in messages for people that want them. Hello. Hi, China Tiger. I'm hoping some other people will come today, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm really bothered about my hair today because it's like really fuzzy. I feel like it's slightly fuzzy. But yeah, anyway, look, without further ado, let's start these cards. And I'm not going to be on too long today unless lots of people turn up. But yeah, it's Friday night and it's here. It's Friday night and it's 9 p.m. So it's probably why no one's here, apart from me and China Tiger, because clearly we don't have social life. I'm kidding. Okay, so this card that we got for the 4th of June is the Clear Your Space card. And it says, it's the Archangel Jophiel, and it says, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. Now, the card deck that I'm using to do these cards is the Archangel Oracle cards, the Doreen Virtue ones. Now, I think I don't know if I said it live on here. I may have done. I might have said it last week on here. But these cards, you can get Doreen Virtue cards, apparently. There are some old stock that people have got hold of. So if you do want them, I think you just need to be a little bit tech savvy and go online and you'll find these cards. I'm not sure about this specific deck, okay? I think you'll be able to find some of her cards. So it might be worth having a look and finding out. Like I say, this one, I don't know, because what happened was when Doreen stopped doing this as a business and she stopped sort of believing in this kind of thing, she asked the her publishing company to stop selling them. So they had to they honoured her wishes and they just stopped selling them. So they must have had a lot of backlog stock and stuff like that. So like I said, I don't know about it. I was just told this a couple of weekends ago that this was the case. So yes. So what I do with this particular card, it's the Clear Your Clutter card for the 4th of June, is I'll read it out to you. And then I will do what I normally do. I'll find the energy of the week for you. I will find out whether there's a problem in the week at all and the solution the angels will give us for it. So I'm going to read this one because in the live, I normally just do a channeled message. So I'm going to read it for you. So it says, your home and work environments affect you on many levels. Clutter may erode your energy, creativity, and prosperity. I'll help you find the time and motivation to clear interferences from your physical environment. Together, we'll release anything that's not serving you. We'll donate, recycle, or discard unused items. We'll open the windows to circulate fresh air in the rooms, and I'll escort lower energies away. You'll notice huge improvements in all areas of your life as a result of your endeavors. I think this is kind of for me. I think I need to do this. Put clutter like everywhere. But it's kind of like I've got so much I need to clear up and deal with. But for some of you, it may be a bigger project than just clearing up a few things and tidying up some workspace. Might be a bit more than that. So it says that Archangel Jophiel has a deep rose pink aura, signifying her beautiful, loving, and caring nature. It's a female energy. Dark pink crystals such as pink rubellite, which I've not actually heard of before, pink rubellite. I wonder if that's the pink rubellite. I do wonder, if anyone knows what this crystal is, watching now in the replay, can you tell me what it is, please? Because I don't know, and it is a crystal. So I looked it up. It is actually a crystal, but I can't find the name for it. So it says it's associated with Jophiel's energy, that pink rubellite. Anytime you're involved with redecorating or spring cleaning, call upon this archangel. And then it'll be like having your own spiritual interior decorator and feng shui consultant. It's kind of funny, right? So, right, let's see what we've got for the energy of the week, which is going to be I don't know. I'm making noise. Sorry, you're probably hearing me making noise. I forget that when I bang them down, you guys can hear them really loud. So I will not do that anymore, I promise. I promise. I'll put that down there so it's quiet. So yeah, so let's get a card for the energy of the week. So this card's the energy of the week, and it'll be the energy of the week of the 4th, okay? Because that card, Clear Your Space, was actually the 4th of June. Yeah, June. June's energy. So the card that we've got for the energy of the week is overcoming difficulties. It says, Archangel Jeremiah, the worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. It's quite interesting because you've got this Clear Your Space card for the week, and then they're saying that it's a week of overcoming your difficulties. They're just saying to me to say that it's been quite, what they're actually saying is quite large. They're saying it's been quite heavy duty since they're talking all the way back, sort of 3 to 4 years here. So they're going even back into 2019. So they're saying that there's been a lot of energetic frequency that you've been carrying with you throughout these years, these spans. And what they're saying is that it's coming to a space where these things are going to start beginning to make sense. Now, I know, because I'm thinking it too, right? You're thinking, really? Come on, it's been really tough and it hasn't been really nice. And what do you mean about it making sense? Well, the thing is that what they're saying is that we've been through it for a specific reason, okay? And the reason is that it's to help with our growth, but what they're saying, okay, I'm going to say exactly as they're saying it. They're saying all that stuff that happened over those years, although it seems horrible and sticky and messy and almost like tar-like, they're saying it's actually accelerated growth. So we will have grown more in those 4 years. We're coming into the space. They're saying at the end of this year, they're giving us a 6-month timeline here, okay? Not for this particular week, but in general. This week one's just for this week, okay? But they're saying that through that energy frequency, by the end of this year, we should be in a space where we've kind of mostly cleared those difficulties. But this week is giving you a taster of that. It's a beginning of that. You're going to be able to release that darkness that maybe was there. And also the other thing they're saying is that challenges that you've had are going to start showing their answers. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense with that because I'm getting it from them. Can I get it clearer? Okay, so challenges that you have faced are going to have solutions attached to them, or you're going to be able to understand why you had them, or you're going to get an aha moment from them. There's going to be a light bulb moment, yeah? So there's going to be an understanding and some clarity around it. It may not be as you thought it was. That's the other thing they're saying. They're saying that things may not have been the way you thought they were. And the things that you may have thought were difficulties may actually eventually turn out to be something that was wrapped in a bow. So it may have been a gift to you. So saying to step into that understanding, check in on anything that you found tricky. It is quite interesting because they're saying to me to say, when you clear this space, right? Some of you, not me, I don't think, or maybe me, maybe all of us watching now in the replay, we're going to find something that helps you maybe with this. So I'm not quite sure what they're talking about, but they're saying that there is more clarity available through you. They're not just saying clear your space, they're saying clear your mind, clear your thoughts, clear your ideas, clear your vision for the future and make it stronger and better, rather than it being a vision that makes you feel more uncomfortable. So they're saying that's how you have then overcome those difficulties in the week. It's very pronounced. What they're saying to me is very pronounced because on Sunday we've got the full moon and it's about releasing what no longer works for you so that you can move into what's about to work for you. So the clutter's releasing. Overcoming difficulties is releasing. You've got 2 cards saying to you it's time to release. That's the card for the week and the energy for the week. So there's a release coming. Now let's see if there's a problem, although I think that's a problem in and of itself if you've got to go through difficult stuff and then you have to overcome difficulties and then you have to clear all your stuff and to bring this new energy in. So that might be enough, but let's see what they're saying for the problem for the week. So what problem do we have? Ooh, yeah, this makes sense actually. It does make a lot of sense, the card they've given us for the problem. So they're saying that due to the it's really interesting because, like I said, this isn't just because you've got some clutter in your home or whatever. This is a cluttered mind. This is cluttered thoughts. This is cluttered things around you. This is it's almost as if they're really pointing this out on the level of thought, actually. They're saying this is more thought level. You've got a cluttered mind. Your mind's holding on to things that it no longer needs to hold on to. And they're asking me to say, anyone watching now in the replay, release that rubbish because it is rubbish and it's not helping you, so that you can overcome the difficulties that have been spanning quite a long time. It's interesting because as they say this to me, they say, for those of you watching now in the replay, you've had quite a heavy few years, a heavy period, season's the word they're using, a heavy season. But they're saying the thing is, the problem, this is becoming a problem, the spreading your wings, because you can't. That's why it's a problem. You just can't, because you're stuck behind these two things. And they're saying that you don't need to hold back right now. It is the right safe space. You are in divine timing to do this. Just move out from the shadow of these things. These things are holding you in a deep shadow. They're holding you in the energy frequency of saying, it's really interesting because as they're saying this to me, I feel you stressed, worried. I almost feel like you guys feel like you're caged. But it's interesting because they're showing me a cage, like a gilded cage. It's beautiful. It's beautiful what you're saying. It's lovely, right? It's okay. Yet the door's open, but you don't want to go out. So they're saying that you have the power. Oh, I got it. I love it when they do this. I got it. I got what they're saying. It's your viewpoint of it, the way you're looking at it. It's your reference, your perception of it. Your perception is making you hold back in this space, the difficult space, right? That's the problem. You're stuck in that space. But they're saying to me to say to you, you are ready. This is the right time for you. You're ready to move forward, to grow more, and to expand your horizons, to expand your life, change your life. They're talking about everything: diversification, new location, new space, new thoughts, new ideas, new everything. But they're saying it can only come through you having the right thoughts. It's really strong here. They're saying your thoughts are literally creating the reality that you're experiencing. The other thing they're saying is this stuff that happened here has created like a wedge within you. Wedge isn't the greatest word. That's probably a little bit me, not them. But it's like it's created like a stop gap. Like you can't move past it. It's almost like there's a hole in front of you, and you're saying, I know I need to get over there, but the hole looks really big. But it's really funny because when I'm looking at the hole, I see you seeing it as huge, but when I'm looking at it, you could actually just step right over it. But it's because you've become so used to the space that you're in as opposed to the space you're going in. And there's almost a sense of fear is not the right word, almost trepidation, right? Trepidation sort of thing about going into this next space. But the angels are saying to me, you hold yourself back more than you're going. It's a bit unfair, but they're saying that if you hold yourself back more, you could stop yourself receiving this gift, because there's a gift in this. There's a gift in you soaring into the next stage of your life, creating the next stage of your life, and being in the next stage of life. It's really important that you grab hold of this, that you get that stuff out of the way. You know what I'm getting for this? I do want to tell you what this is and this stuff. I get that it's old baggage that you're holding. Have you got old paperwork that you shouldn't have? Did you go through something that you haven't cleared all the residue out of? I got upset today about something, thought maybe I should burn all this stuff. I love to burn things. Like, burn it, clear its energy, get rid of it. I sense that some of you are holding on to things that you don't need that stuff anymore. If it's linked to a past energy frequency that's within those last 4 years, they're telling me very strongly, if it's from 2019 to now, it needs to go. If it's not something that you need right now in your life, and then you'll be able to spread your wings and move into a higher frequency. Let's see what they want to give us as the card for the solution to this. How do we solve this? How do we solve this? How do we move those things out of the way. Obviously, they seem self-explanatory, but I think there's a bit more to it. Let's see what they can say to it. How do we bring in a solution to... Oh, look, they're going to give me a card. How do we get a solution to this? This is the card. Oh, did you just see that? Little like blue fairy. Okay, we're on there. It's really lovely. This is such a good way to solve this. And do you know what? It makes so much sense to me, this card. You are safe. I'm just going to hold it up for a few moments. I feel that you all need to, those of you watching now in the replay, need to step into the energy frequency of this. It's the Archangel Michael. I'm saying you're safe. Really interesting because it says, I'm protecting you against lower energies and guarding you and your loved ones and home. And it's really strangely interesting because, you know what I was saying to you guys? Maybe you're holding things from the past. And I feel a heaviness when I say it as well. And you need to overcome those difficulties because you can't spread your wings. I want to drop that. You can't spread your wings. The reason you can't spread your wings is because you're not feeling that safety. I get it. Like I said, that entrapment, that feeling you're feeling. You know you're in the cage, the door's open, it's gilded, it's beautiful there, but the cage is actually holding you hostage. You don't have the life that you deserve because you're living in this energy frequency. And the Archangel Michael says, I'm here. I want to move you out of that frequency. Give me the problems. Give me everything. Get rid of the stuff you can do and then ask the Archangel Michael to come in and release the rest and help you with that. Archangel Michael has this massive sword, right? And he cuts everything away. So cut people away, cut things away that don't serve you anymore and let them go out of your energy field. Because the interesting thing is, it's like how I see it is this. I'm just going to put this down for a moment. It's like you're here, right? And you feel really unsafe. But if you looked around and you looked at your scenario and you really understood your scenario, you'd realize you were safer than you thought. Because what's happening here is your body feels unsafe. It's all in your chakras. It's in your lower centers. It's in your root, the sacral, and your solar plexus, right? Seeing that energy there, but very deeply in the solar plexus. You don't think you have the power to change this situation. And the Archangel Michael saying, it's not even about power anymore. It's about the fact that you're allowing yourself to cling on to an old way, old thinking, old patterns, old everything. Yeah? And Archangel Michael is saying, let me come, let me cut it away, let me clear it out of your energy field. As I say this, I can feel for some of you it's quite heavy duty and quite painful. That's fine. You just need to do it slowly. Just take your time. The week opens up the portal to give you the potential to start clearing it. No one's asking you to do it in that week. What it is the beginning. And like I say, the energy the angels gave me was all the way into December 2023. So you've got the time to clear it. And as you clear it and as you do this, what I'm being told to say is you are safe. Start making those baby steps towards the new stage where you're going, where you're actually going to spread your wings. If any of you watching now in the replay are interested, come and join my Awakening Angel Consciousness group in Facebook, because I'm talking a lot about bravery and moving ourselves forward. And we're going to be doing the Intuition Challenge, which I've literally just released today, kind of released, probably getting released on Sunday. But it is on my community page on here on YouTube. If you want to go grab the free downloadable Intuition Challenge. You can do it on your own. You don't have to come and do it with me. You can just use the challenge. It's a downloadable workbook. It's got all the stuff in it that you need, and it will show you how you can change things for yourself. But it will help you with this because it will create safety. It will create that safeness within you, so you're able to just spread your wings, because that is what you're meant to be doing. And look at the angel on this. Literally, it's like go, just get it done. Move out of that frequency. Move out of that energy. But I want you to remember, the angels are saying this, I need to say it. You've got to remember you're the one that's holding yourself prisoner. You're the one that's doing it. It's this thing, there's a card in the tarot where the woman's sitting, I can't remember which, I think it's a sword, I think it is a sword card actually. Archangel Michael's got his sword, I think it is a sword card. And she's got her arms across like this. But she's not bound. She could just take her arms down. And that's kind of the energy I'm getting for those of you watching now in the replay for this week, this energy. It's really strong. It's like you literally think you're trapped. But the angels are saying to me, no, you're not. You're not trapped. You think you're trapped. That's not the same as being trapped. So they're saying, let yourself be free. Let yourself be free. Just let yourself be free. so that you can create something new. I love the way these cards look. They make like dazzling sparklies everywhere. But yeah, just know that you are completely safe to make these changes. They are saying to me that some of you feel really restricted in your world and in your life. So they're saying that it may be that you need to take it even slower. It's fine. Just do tiny things. Even if it's like, I don't know, researching something, start there. And then maybe you need to apply for something. The application doesn't mean you're doing it, for example. Well, I did something today. Like I applied to be at a festival and do a workshop and do a talk, right? And normally I would be absolutely terrified of these things, but I've started to learn something. I've sent that. I haven't said yes yet. They haven't said yes yet. There's still lots of steps that have to happen. And there's always a way to get out of something if you have to. But the thing is, once you set the ball rolling, you might start to feel more and more and more comfortable with it. And then things get better for you, right? So, it's not a case of thinking that it's all or nothing here. You can do this slowly so you can create those changes. So yeah, that's really, really, I think that's really pertinent. I think it will really help those of you watching now in replay to start that ball rolling so that you can remove the residue of those years. Because the angels are saying to me, it's real residue and it's literally sticking to you, and it's just no good. It's no good. You do not need to be in that frequency anymore. It's time to clear it, to get rid of it, and to forget it, and to not allow it to. It's kind of controlling your daily life and the way you're living your life and how you're living your life and the opportunity that comes into your life as well. So I think I'm trying to tie this here. I think there is someone else, but it's up to you if you want a reading. But if you'd like a reading, can you let me know? While you're having a little think whether you want a reading, a personal reading, I'm going to get our pick cards for today, because everyone gets a reading whether they ask for one or not. And we can get that through the pick a card. We have 3 cards with pick a card. Sorry, I hope I'm not making too much noise when I put those down. And it's card A, card B, and card C. All you need to do is just tap into the energy of the cards. So you just take a deep breath in. If you're not operating any machinery or driving, you can close your eyes and you can say to yourself, which card will bring me a message that I need today? So is it card A? Is it card B? Or is it card C? So taking a deep breath in, asking yourself the question, is it card A? Is it card B? Is it card C? Now, sometimes you may feel slightly resistant to the card that it's meant to be, or you may really be called to the card it's meant to be. And, or you may feel that you don't like any of the cards, but one's shining, or you may not like any of the cards, but one's just that A, that B, or that C, something just jailed with you. Or let's try this, card 1, card 2, or card 3. I do find some people resonate more with numbers than they do letters. And we'll do it again, card 1, card 2, and card 3. There you go. Right. Which one do I want? I actually have a card today, I think so. Okay, so is it card A? Is it card B? Is it card C? I've got card B. I keep getting B recently. It's really weird. I keep getting the B card. I don't know why. It's like the middle ground, the middle card. Okay, right. Drum roll, please. I'll clap. So the card, for those of you who picked card A, China Tiger picked A. Ooh, it's remember who you are. I love this card. It's a good card. It's Archangel Michael again. I think it's on the level of this that it's come out. So those of you watching around in now or in the replay, if I can speak, I think there's a resonance frequency around this card with being safe as well. And being safe, because I was drawn to give you that. It says you're a powerful, loving and creative child of God. You are loved. Yeah, it's very, very linked to that card. It's saying that the angels are saying to me that you have almost forgotten well, actually, to be honest, anyone who picked this card, now in the replay, or anyone that's even looking at this card's probably got a little bit of this. Hello, Jacqueline. Hi. Would you like a personal card, my love? If you would like one, do let me know. Because I will do, and I'll just mix it up in the middle of this. So it doesn't matter, really. Or no, I can do it at the end, actually. So this card, yeah, I don't know if you picked one of these. This is card A, card B, and card C. So this is card A from the pick a card. So what they're saying to me, the angels, is, yeah, I'll do one when I've done the pick a card, Jacqueline, for you, okay? Absolutely a pleasure to do it. So yeah, so this, and yeah, and have a little pick of one of these cards, because these are like the picker cards. So it's card A, card B, or card C. It might be this one because you came in on it. So what the angels are saying to me is you've forgotten your authenticity. But, you know, like I say, this card, it applies to everybody. The majority of humanity has forgotten who they are. They've forgotten their humanity. They've forgotten their truth. They've forgotten that we're meant to love and care for each other. They've forgotten to be honest and fair. And this isn't saying you've forgotten that, but what I'm trying to say here is that we've all got into this space where we've lost our authentic us. When you were born, you came with all that information, all that truth, all that authenticity about who you're meant to be. You came with a plan, you came with a blueprint, and you knew that you were meant to help your parents maybe love each other, which you didn't do because it was impossible, right? And then the next thing, you came in to help one of your teachers to maybe be a different style of teacher, but you couldn't do it because of the system. And then you got older and you went into jobs. And as time went by, you were eroding your sense of self. You were eroding your confidence. And as you started to erode your confidence, you started to forget who you truly are. You were bright when you were born. You had a star energy that said, I can do this. I can do this. And you knew who you were. I have a little person in my life, actually, a relation. And she seems to, so far, she's only little at the moment, though, she seems to have held on to her strength. And she's kind of a real role model for everyone in a way if she keeps that up, because if you can keep your strength, that is the powerhouse of where you need to be. However, the angels are saying to me, those of you who picked this card didn't remember who you are. You don't have that. You're not being your true selves. You're struggling to be your true selves. And even so, they're even saying to me quite strongly here, because this is like, they're going, yes. They're saying, you don't want to be who you really are either. And this is no good for you, because if you don't be your true self, and that's in your true living authenticity, everywhere you go, with everything you do, and in everything you do, you draw to you negativity. It's unparalleled. Unfortunately, it's unparalleled. It literally sticks to you like glue. If you don't be your authentic self, then it gets harder for the outside world to mirror back to you what you deserve. So then what happens is you start getting mirrored back to you things that you don't like, and then you get less inclined to remember who you are, and you get more introverted. You become more introverted in your personality that you've created that isn't who you are. They're saying to me to say, those of you who picked this card now in the replay, start the ball rolling slowly to rediscover your true self, the real you. This starts with your loves, your desires, the people you really want to spend time with, not those people you don't want to spend time with. Stop spending time with those people. But it also means bringing in people into your energy field. Are you the sort of person that isn't really mixing with other people? Do you keep yourself to yourself most of the time? Do you have a lot of friends? Maybe not. This is telling you it's time for you to be you, to shine in this world, to show your light. Stop hiding it. Stop living as if you're in a bubble. And it's really interesting because, you know, this card, the overcoming difficulties one we had for the week, right? That one, yeah. You know what they're saying? You know how you've shrouded all this stuff and hidden all this stuff, and you've got contained in a space where you're not being as big as you deserve to be. This is all in this. It's all because you don't remember yourself, and it's all because you're not giving yourself the permission to be yourself. They're saying to me, and they're really being tough about this, they're saying, guys, you have got to do this for yourself. That's love, self-love, caring for yourself, worthiness, esteem, being the strongest version of yourself in loving resonance, in good resonance. You can do this. You've got this. You really have it. So it's a beautiful card because it's only saying to you, be you. Be your weird, crazy self, and don't care what anyone thinks about it. Don't care about the people, because they don't have any right to tell you who you get to be. Only you get that right. All right. So those of you who pick B, because I picked B, Oh, I love it. B is the Archangel Shamuel card. It says peace. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. It's a really beautiful card, this card, and I get that it's come for those of you who picked this now in the replay, and even for myself, because you do need a sense of space that gives you some peace. And that's what I'm really getting here. I also get that you need to be working on your solar plexus energy. I wanted to say sacral because it's orange, but they said no, solar plexus energy. You need to be working on your power that give you the permission to be in your peace. They're saying you are resonating at a deeply peaceful energy anyway at the moment, but you do find sometimes people try to needle you out of that peaceful space. Hold on to that frequency that you've created that is in love resonance, that keeps you from reacting, perceiving, or hurting yourself or judging through maybe things that other people might be saying or other people might be doing. Your powerhouse needs to get a little bit more strengthened. It's fairly strong at the moment, but it needs to get a little bit more strengthened so you don't feel those hits and you don't feel those pains when people start to push at you a little bit. The other thing I'm getting is that there's a new beginning coming up for you, a new peace energy. The dove symbolizes peace, contentment, but it also symbolizes a difficult time period is coming to a close and a new beginning is being given. These cards said that too. There is a new beginning, and even remembering who you are is a new beginning. You're starting a new journey. You're starting a new phase. The angels want to say to me to tell you, my lovelies, that do you know when you think, oh, well, I started doing all this stuff and nothing happened? The reason that is because so many of us, the angels say change is coming, and we think, hasn't happened yet. A month's gone by. Hasn't happened yet. 2 months has gone by. Do you know they talk in the frequency of years often? Years and years sometimes. I've been working with them for a long time, a lot of my life, right? And I've come to understand that their version of time and our version of time are just not simpatico. And that means they don't sympathetic to each other. They don't go. They just don't work. Angels don't have time. And we have this crazy time-led system that makes many of us feel crazy. They're asking me to say, step into that peace. Those of you who have this card, you have that peace. And they're saying you don't need to be part of that agendarized system. You don't need, obviously you're going to have to use time to get to places, but they're saying you don't need to let it control you or hold you out of resonance with love, because the biggest message for you here is to stay in your love frequency. And by doing that, you're going to feel so much better, so much stronger, so much more powerful. And then peace comes. And peace comes from a strong sacral chakra. So I wanted to say sacral chakra, I said it again. Sorry. Solar plexus chakra. I feel that the angels don't want to say sacral chakra, but they're saying to me they're very honed in on this card with your solar plexus. But I'm getting that you need to be working on the two together, the sacral chakra and the solar plexus, to give you that strength. Sacral chakra is about your pleasure centers. It's about relationship on the physical level. So how much pleasure are you allowing yourself to have? How much pleasure are you allowing yourself to experience in life? Intimacy, pleasure going out, that kind of thing, socializing, that kind of thing. And then your sacral chakra, I did it again, your solar plexus chakra, on obsession with the sacral chakra. And then your solar plexus chakra is for you to understand your I am presence. You are worthy of being the strong I am presence, okay? And I feel that's really pertinent for you, but it's love, the resonance of love that you need to step into. It's also the resonance of love that you need to allow to permeate from you in everything that you do. Okay, so no one here picked C, but someone may have in the replay. So anyone who picked C in the replay, this card is for you. This card keeps coming up. They're making me laugh because they keep giving us the same cards. I have this card, I think, last week for you guys, but let's go with it, because sometimes they give it, but look, they've made me throw it. If they do that, they say, no, it is this card. There is something different in the message, and that's why they've told me that I need to say it, because look, I'm getting red. I always start getting red if I've been cheeky or said something I shouldn't have said to them, and they go, no, this is the card. This is the card. So like, yes, it is the card. Sorry. So I'm laughing because it's like an inside joke with the angels. Sometimes I don't like what they've given, and they're like, this is the card. Okay, so those of you who pick C, now are in the replay. No one picked it now, but in the replay. I'm getting a song in my ears now. I sound like a song in my ears. They're telling me to say to you that you need to follow your actual passion. What in your life have you been really passionate about that you lost faith in, that you stopped doing? It's really interesting because they're showing me this on the line of you loved something, you did something quite consistently when you were younger, maybe, or very recently. It's not even that far. The timeline's not that far. I don't see it as that far away. But you've given something up, and they're saying to me, no, you need to go back to that. You need to do it. You go back to your passions. And they're also saying, don't allow anyone else to stop you from having the life that you deserve and doing the things that you love. I feel that for some of you, maybe people have been making comments about your passion, what you do, what you love to do, and you felt a bit of hurt around that. And in order to protect yourself, you're saying, and I used to be like this when I was a kid, I'm never going to do it again. I'm never going to do it again. The thing is, they're saying, no, this is no good. I know this isn't your card, but you need to remember yourself and your authenticity, right? You are authentically you when you're in your passion. And they say you can only grow from these passions. And when you give up your passion, you give up yourself. And they're saying it's really important that you let yourself do the things that you love. Now, it's intriguing because for some of you, they're saying to me, it really is close. You've given something up really recently that you need to get back to. And for others of you, can't speak. For others of you, it was quite a while ago when you were a child or younger. You gave up something you love doing this. You love doing this. I'm getting a pain here as well in my side. So maybe you got an injury. Maybe you've got an injury. It's something sport related. But they're saying you're healthy now. Those of you watching now are in the replay. And if you're not healthy, get yourself healthy. And then you can go back to that thing. There's nothing stopping you. It's interesting because they're making me laugh because they're saying some of you are going, I'm too old for that now. You're never too old to do it in a fun capacity. What they're saying, this is about having fun and having a passion that you enjoy and you love. They're also saying anyone who picks C now in the replay, you deserve to have passions. You deserve to have things you love. They're also saying to me to say to everybody watching, whether you pick this card or not, we all deserve to be passionate and have passion in our lives and have things that we love to do. We need to have that in life to be able to move through the tasks and the trials and the tribulations that life gives to us. So yes. So now, Jacqueline, I hope you're still here, my darling. I'm going to do your card. So can I have a card? Oh, it went on the floor. Okay, I'm going to get you two cards because it went on the floor, but because I'm going to have to lean down and get that one. So I hope Jacqueline's still here. Can I just get a card for Jacqueline? Okay, there's quite a common theme. Excuse me, Jacqueline, I'm just going to go down and get the card, your other card that fell on the floor. Right. Okay, this card is for, my hair went all everywhere, didn't it? This card is for Jacqueline. I hope she's still here. Jacqueline, the card they gave me for you, they gave me two cards for you. I'm trying to type you. If you'd like a card, let me know. Oh, you are still here. Woo. What's funny, they threw a card on the floor, which made me want to get you a second card. So Jacqueline's now got two cards. It's kind of like cheeky. So they've said to me to say to you that the first card that's come out is life review for you. And it says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that's unbalanced. And then you've got take your power back. So I'm kind of getting this idea that maybe you've been so busy on the treadmill of life that you've not really been taking notice of what's going on. I want them to speak actually now, because as I start speaking, they start coming in and going, hello. And they're saying to me to say to you that you've got two grounded in a routine. And the routine and everything that you're doing is getting, it's almost stagnant. Stagnant's the word they're giving me. They're showing me a pond with old water in it. And they're saying that it's all got too much. And you're just following the same prescriptive journey that you've always gone through. And they're asking me to say, you've done a few new things, but not enough. And they're saying it's time to sit down and say to yourself, what do I really want for my life? What do I really want to do with my life, right? And what they're showing me is they're showing me you with and this doesn't mean you're doing this, it's what you could be doing, I think. They've shown me, there's one of those sticky pad things like that you can write Monday, I'm doing this, Tuesday. It's like a planner thing. It's like a planner. You can stick it up, you can stick them on the freezer and fridge and that kind of thing. I was saying, Jacqueline, get one of those, right? And start looking at what you're doing each day and really make it clear, not just a calendar. This needs to be something that has the times. So you start to see where you're wasting your time so that you can create a life review from that, okay? And you can start to steal back time that you deserve, that is yours, that you deserve, that isn't anyone else's. Because I'm getting from the angels that you're giving your time to others and they're not maybe appreciating it. And because you're giving, they're taking, and you're in this cycle of giving, and they're taking, and it's really hard to get off because you're in it and you're used to it, and you've been doing it for a really long time as well. So they're saying, just find the areas that are unbalanced. It doesn't mean everything you're doing is wrong. Okay, that's the first thing. Yet they are saying there are some things that you're doing that you just don't need to be doing, and you don't even want to be doing them. You don't want to be doing them. So they're saying, so don't do them, okay? But take some time to review your life, review where you've been, review what you've done, review where you're going, and ask yourself what can come out, what you can stop doing to make space for the next part, yeah? And then it says, take your power back with the Archangel. That one was the Archangel Jeremiah, by the way. This one's the Archangel Raziel, and Raziel says, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Interestingly, they go really well together, because when I hear the angels talking to me about what I will want to give you, they're saying to me that you've become you're just letting life live you rather than living your life. And they're saying that it's time for you to take your power back fully. I sense that you've been trying to do this, though, on some levels. Or, I don't know, maybe you're feeling that you want to do that, or maybe you're feeling uncomfortable. You've been asking about this, maybe. But I sense there's something there. It's like but or maybe you haven't conceptualized it quite yet, but you've been giving your energy to others quite a lot. I can really feel it. It's like but you're loving in that, and you're doing it in a nice way. But it isn't doing anything for you. So I'm being asked also to ask you to call upon the Archangel Michael to assist you to cut cords from anybody you've connected to ever. Remove all cords or hooks or foreign entities from your energy field. Just call Michael and say those things I said. And just ask Michael to cut them away from you, remove them from you, so that you get your power back and you become stronger and you're more able to rise into a higher frequency. You see, the thing is, right now, it's really hard for you to rise into that higher frequency because you're being held and tethered down by others who would happily have you tethered and staying in the space that you're in, because they're not really that excited for you to move forward, because it threatens their space if you start to change your space. Jacqueline, you've got this, though. You've literally got this, and it's all about manifestation for you. So you create this review of where you want to go, and then you can start manifesting with the Archangel Raziel on the things that you really want for your life, as opposed to just living a life that is your life's okay, but it's you can have more, is what they're saying, and it's what I get for you. You can have more than that, and yeah, you deserve more than that. It's actually really, and I don't know if you were here for the whole reading, but it's in resonance with the week's reading. So watch it if you haven't, because it talks to that. It's almost like you've got used to the life that you had, and you're just living it. And they're saying that, can you take your power back? Start directing your life rather than letting it direct you. Hope that helps. Hope it made sense as well. As I say, with readings and cards, with these, sometimes things resonate and sometimes they don't. So drop anything that doesn't resonate and hold on to anything that works for you. It makes sense. I'm so happy. And yeah, take the time. You can do it, Jacqueline. You can take the time to change that frequency and get a life that you deserve, as opposed to a life where you're yeah, you need more. I see you needing, but no, not even needing more. You deserve more. You definitely deserve more. So yes, my lovelies, that is this week's live for you. I will be back. I think it is next week. I'm so like forgetful about when I come back. I may be changing. How I did it with the lives for YouTube was I'd be on every Thursday at 7 p.m., but I might be changing it to Wednesday. I'm not sure. I will see. I don't really get many people come on a Thursday, so I'm wondering if it's a time thing. So maybe I'll do it on a Wednesday and see if that like garners more people coming to get the messages through. But yeah, I'm going to be doing next week the actual monthly card for June. This was just the beginning of June because I did it at the end of May. I did the card at the end of May. So next week I will be here with the monthly reading for June, which will be we get the cards for the month. I also do readings for anyone that's here, and also do a pick a card. And also, while I remember, anyone here, if you are interested, my intuition downloadable free challenge is out. You can just download it. All you need to do is sign up for it, and you can download it and you can work through it. If you want to find out how to connect into your intuition and start actually hearing where you're needing to be going, recognizing what your purpose is and stepping into that. If you want to find it, it is in my YouTube community page. You go to my community page, there's a little like a post about today's live, and if you go into that post and go on to see more, it's actually in the write-up in there. The link is there for the intuition challenge. I will also put it in the comments for this live for those of you watching in the replay, so that you can also grab it if you're interested. Anyway, my lovelies, I'm sending you all so much love. Namaste, everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure to read for you and to have you here with me. Take care of yourselves, those watching now or in the replay. I'm sending you all so much love. Namaste, everyone. Bye. Big kisses. Bye. Lots of love. Bye.